I was tired of paying for every tool I used. It was costing me over $1,000 a year. So last week I replaced all of it with one tool that costs just $14 a month, and now I can build everything by myself in under a minute. Look at this. A professional portfolio that looks better than any template, a custom booking system, and a custom link in bio page with animated backgrounds. I even built a real-time client tracking dashboard and a fully working online store. All of them are live, fully functional, and work perfectly on mobile as well. And the best part? You don't need to know a single line of code or have any design skills. You just type what you want in plain English, and the AI builds it right in front of your eyes. So in this video, I'm going to build all 5 of the most useful ones from scratch, walk you through exactly how they work, and break down the full system so you can do the same for every tool you're currently overpaying for. The foundation on which this entire system lives is a tool called Hostinger Horizons. When you open it up, you see a big prompt box in the middle of the screen, and that's where you describe what you want to build. If you scroll down, there are pre-made templates you can start from, but the prompt box is where the real value is, so that's what we're going to use. Now I want to show you what this thing can actually do, and I'm going to start with the build that surprised me the most. The first thing I'm going to build is a portfolio site, because whether you're a freelancer, a designer, a photographer, or anyone who does creative work, not having a portfolio means potential clients have no way to see what you can do, and that costs you jobs. I'm going to type a prompt describing exactly what I want, and now on the right side of the screen, I can see it working, and there's a bunch of code scrolling through as the AI puts everything together. After about 30 seconds, it's done, and this is what I get. It built a full site with a big headline and introduction at the top, an About Me section, a list of services, a grid showing off work samples, client reviews, and a contact form at the bottom. Everything is already laid out and it looks clean. And when I check it on a phone, the whole thing adjusts perfectly without me doing anything extra. Now, if I want to make changes, I can go to the chat on the left and tell the AI what I want. I'll ask it to change the headline, and it starts working again on the right side with the code scrolling through, and in about 3 seconds, the headline is updated. If I want to add something that wasn't in the original prompt, like a pricing table, I just type add a pricing section with 3 tiers, and it builds it and drops it right into the page. The contact form already works too, so anyone who fills it out and hits submit will have their info saved, and I can check those submissions anytime. Now here's the part that I think matters the most. If I click the publish button in the top right corner, Horizons gives me a live URL, and my portfolio is now on the internet for anyone to see. That means I can send this link to a potential client right now, open it on my phone, and the whole site is live and working. And if I ever need to update it, I just go back to the chat, tell the AI what I want changed, and hit publish again, and the live site updates instantly. The whole thing took me under a minute, and compared to sitting in a page builder dragging blocks around for an hour, this felt like a completely different experience. Now, a portfolio is great, but the next thing I want to build replaces a tool that a lot of people are paying a monthly subscription for. By the way, if you want to try building something like this yourself, I've left a link to Hostinger Horizons in the description below, and right now you can sign up for free and get AI credits to test it out before you commit to anything. One thing I've always found frustrating is scheduling meetings, because every time I need to set up a call with a client or a collaborator, it turns into a back and forth chain of messages trying to find a time that works for both of us. That's why tools like Calendly exist, but the free version is limited, and the moment you want anything useful, you're paying $10 to $12 a month. That's $120 to $144 a year, just to let people pick a time slot and book a meeting with you. So I'm going to ask Horizons to build me a custom booking page that does the same thing. I can see the code working on the right side again, and after about a minute, this is what I get. I've got a full booking page with available time slots for each day of the week, a form where the person booking fills in their name, email, and what they need help with, and a confirmation screen that shows up after they submit. The whole thing works right away, and just like the portfolio, I can hit publish and this page goes live with its own URL, so I can paste it in my bio or send it directly to clients. This does the same thing as a paid Calendly plan, but I built it in under a minute, it's customized to my brand, and it costs me nothing extra. And the best part is that everything lives under one roof, so my portfolio, my booking page, and every other tool I build today are all managed from the same place instead of being scattered across 5 different apps with 5 different logins. Now, scheduling was one subscription I was happy to cut, but the next one is something I've been paying for even though I've always felt like I was getting the bare minimum for my money. Linktree charges $12 a month for the pro version, and what you get is a basic page with a list of links and some color options. The customization is limited. It looks the same as everyone else's page, and you're stuck with their domain instead of your own. So instead of building a basic link page, I want to see how far I can push this, and build something that actually looks different from anything you'd get on Linktree. After about 30 seconds, this is what Horizons gives me, and it looks nothing like a standard link page. It has a full animated background with floating particles, my profile section is centered with a glow effect, and the link buttons have a glass-like transparency that changes when you hover over them. The social media icons are styled to match the overall theme. Now I want to change one thing, because the color scheme is a bit too bright for what I had in mind. I'll type, change the color scheme to a dark purple gradient with softer white text and make the buttons less transparent. The AI starts working again, and in a few seconds the entire vibe of the page shifts to exactly what I described. That kind of customization would take you a while to figure out on Linktree, and on the free plan you wouldn't even have access to most of those design options. And since this is hosted on Hostinger, I can connect my own custom domain to it instead of being stuck with Linktree's default URL, which already looks 10 times more professional. So that's 2 subscriptions down. But everything I've built so far has been a page that displays information, and I wanted to see if Horizons could build something that actually works like a real tool. This is the build I was most excited to try. I'm going to ask Horizons to build me a full client dashboard where I can track every active project, see who's paid me and who hasn't, and manage my entire business workflow from one screen. And this is where Horizons stopped feeling like a website builder. I've got a full dashboard with a table showing all my active clients, and each row has the client name, the project title, the current status, and whether the invoice has been paid. The payment column is color-coded, so overdue shows in red, pending shows in yellow, and paid shows in green, which means I can look at this for 2 seconds and know exactly who I need to follow up with. There's a button to add new clients, and I can click on any project to update its status, and when I do, the change sticks. The data saves and updates in real time, so when I add a new client or change a project status, it stays there the next time I open the page. I published this dashboard and opened it on my phone, and everything works the same way, which means I can check on my projects from anywhere without needing to sit at my computer. If I want to add more columns, like a deadline or a notes field, I just tell the AI and it adds them. A project management tool would cost me $15 to $30 a month for this kind of tracking, and here I built my own version in about a minute. If Horizons can build something like this, I wanted to see what it does with a product page, because that's the last subscription I've been wanting to cut for a while now. If you want to sell products online, the first thing you'll find is platforms that charge anywhere from $40 to $2,300. And for someone selling a handful of products, that feels like a lot when all you really need is a clean page with your products on it and a way for people to reach out. I'm going to ask Horizons to build me a simple product page for a small business. And just like that, I've got a product page with 6 items in a grid, each one showing an image, a name, a short description, and a price. At the bottom, there's a form where customers can enter their name, email, and which products they're interested in, and that data goes straight to my dashboard. The layout matches the warm, minimal brand I described in the prompt, and I can add more products, change the design, or add new features just by telling the AI what I want. For someone selling a handful of products, running a small brand, or offering service packages, this does everything they need without the $39 a month fee. And when I hit publish, this store is live and I can share the URL anywhere, just like every other build I made today. So at this point, I've built 5 working tools in one sitting: a portfolio, a booking page, a custom link page, a client dashboard, and a store, and every single one of them is live and accessible from any device. Every tool I built today is hosted on Hostinger, which means I don't need 5 different accounts across 5 different platforms to manage them. The subscriptions I was paying for separately added up to over $80 a month, and all 5 of these are now running on a single Hostinger plan that costs about $14 a month. And Hostinger gives you a free domain for the first year on most plans, so everything I built can live on a custom URL that I actually own. All the form data, bookings, and contact submissions from every single build are saved in one dashboard, which means instead of logging into 5 different platforms to check my messages, I go to one place. If I ever want to update anything, I just open the chat, tell the AI what I want changed, and hit publish again. And the build that surprised me the most was the client dashboard, because it saves data and updates in real time, which is something I didn't expect from a tool you can use with zero coding experience. So here's what I'd do if I were you. Pick the one subscription you're most annoyed about paying for, open Horizons, and try to build a replacement in under 5 minutes, because I promise you it's faster than you think. And once you see it working, you're going to want to replace everything else too. The link is in the description below, and you can try it for free right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.